Have you, or someone you know, or maybe someone you've just come in contact with, said these words? This is the real me. This is who I am, raw and unfiltered. It's usually after some really bad behavior, really some bad vulgar language, or the way that they've treated someone has been really negative. And often people will say this because they just feel like the impulse that they had, that's revealing who they really are. Now, I do agree with the fact that perhaps what is deep within you will come out, but I don't know that I ascribe to this idea that which you just saw is me. So let me give you an example of what I mean. In this whole idea of I can't change, this is who I really am, you're looking at the raw, real, unfiltered me. Let me give you this illustration. Perhaps I take some sandpaper and I were to just rub the top layer of my skin completely off. Okay, don't picture that, but just hear me out. And by the way, this is not the best illustration, but hear me out. I rub all of my skin off. That would then expose the dermal layer. I'm getting all scientific and biological on me here, but that would be painful. That would expose redness, and I'd be swollen and in pain and all of those kind of things. Could I then say, hey, now you're looking at who I truly am? Well, no, because the top layer of skin is very much a part of who I am physically. Our body has developed this mechanism by which we can be protected from outside introductions of bacteria and all of those kind of things. So in that case, I'm not who I truly am, but yet we do that the same way whenever we're talking about the raw, the unfiltered. So perhaps who we truly are involves the struggle of taming who we would like to be, an impulse, right? So the raw, the unfiltered, this is who I am, that's not really who you truly are, if you think about it. Because part of who we are involves that constant pull and that constant struggle and that constant battle. But also, God has made us as believers into a new creation. So while that old us is constantly battling to try to come back into the scene, we can embrace who we are in Christ Jesus. So 2 Corinthians chapter 5:17 says it very plainly. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come, the old has gone, the new is here. That's the same kind of issue the same kind of promise that we get whenever we step into a new life. And sometimes, for some of us, we want to go back to the Egyptian Exodus mentality of it. Well, hey, at least in Egypt, we were fed fish. Yeah, sure, we were in captivity. Yeah, sure, we were being beaten. Yeah, sure, we couldn't live wherever we wanted to live. But at least we got to eat whenever we needed to. Well, maybe not much, but yes, our family members were killed sometimes, but at least they had McDonald's on every corner, So what I'm trying to say is perhaps we need to move away from that mentality that's so damaging of this is who I am. I guess this is just who I am. And embrace but that's not really who I am. Because Christ has made me into a new creation. So, something to think about today.